So here's the mobile app, starting with the technician logging in. Once logged in, technician can check his work orders that they're assigned to. And this is just backloaded CDK data, so we can see all the details of the CDK work order, segments, who's assigned, but it starts the base of parts requisitions. In the parts requisitions, they can create new requisition here by searching from their assigned work orders. So we're just going to use the same work order number here. Select that work order. Once the work order is selected, we select which segment we want to buy parts to, and then set today's date and when we need the parts. There's a couple of notes fields where we can add notes. We want to pick this up in the morning, and then save that. And then we can add parts. The parts, again, are backloaded from CDK. There's two ways to add them. One is to add them one at a time using a real-time lookup. So here we can just start typing the part number, and it will go back and forth to the server and start looking up this part number till we find the part number we're looking for, and we can select that. Go. So you can see the description and the quantity or the cost of the item are added. The other way to add parts, which is a little faster, is if the tech knows the parts, then you just start typing in part numbers. And following that part number, I'm going to put a comma and then the quantity that they want. And we can add any number of parts in this list view and set the quantity against 1, 2, however many. Once that's done, we just click on add. And what the app will do is go look them all up. And whatever ones it finds, it will find pricing, descriptions, and add them to the list. If it doesn't find it, then it can still get entered. And that might be just a part that the parts people need to set up. So that was it. Part requisition is completed and submitted. Tech can go back in and view that requisition list.
Now we look at the web UI where processing of the parts requisitions can be done. Let's first have a look at parts. Here's the parts master. This is a sync of all of the CDK parts. We handle parts slightly differently, so they've been grouped from their existence as multiple branch items. You can see quantity on hand and cost price. We look in here, see more details, including the warehouse and the quantities in the warehouse, one with slightly more items, where stock and locations and multiple warehouses that don't know your warehouse codes, so we can update those when the time comes. And then we have parts requisitions, and here is Craig's parts requisition that we saw in the mobile app. The work order number is here, and the value of his request is there. Dates, here we list items, and unit prices. That was all. You could see that getting automatically added in the mobile app. Stock, and so once this is processed and entered into CDK as a parts order, it can be approved. So we just add an update. In the case that we wanted to supervisor approvals first, submitted status can be processed by the supervisor, and they simply say approved, confirm the delivery date. That's a comment on it, and then the parts person can follow up with saying this item is on order, and we have a confirmed delivery date of tomorrow. Yeah. And now that order has been changed to on order. And we can see it here. In the mobile app, I'm going to show you these comments are now available to Craig as well when he looks up this parts requisition and when the part is coming. On the dashboard, we will update the dashboard similar to what we have here, submitted requests. These requests will get a filter by branch or by supervisor, so that we can keep an eye on them and how they can be processed. Plus, we will add a similar one that says approved requisition, on order requisition. So we can just in this dashboard really see all of the different ones being handled by branch as well, filtered by a drop-down box. So in the work order system, we also see parts requisitions here, and at the same time we see all of the work orders from CDK being synchronized with technician information. Segments are all here, technicians assigned, and it's this assigning of technicians to a segment that makes the work order visible in my work orders. Okay, that's it for now.